I got to back you up even more because I take for granted everybody watching knows who you are. Who are you? I mean, I know you're from Canada, so you're gonna have to explain how you got from Canada to Virginia. But who are you for those who don't know?
So I online as Runkle of the Bailey. I do Canadian criminal law and firearms law, and I just happened to be going to a shooting competition in West Virginia, and I thought I can pop in on this trial. And
That's
because the
amazing.
one missing piece on all of this was that we don't, we were watching the video footage, but we couldn't tell what the jurors are thinking, and that's what I really wanted to sort of fill in the blanks on. And I can tell you, I can't say that there's going to be a decisive victory because it's a very difficult legal battle in terms of the legal test. But I don't think Team Herd is making much headway with those jurors. There's a little bit of bad information that's sort of been reported in terms of the juror composition, but there was moment if you were watching when you saw that sort of teary moment just before they went for break. One juror had literally bent over forwards and was resting his head on the chair in front of him.
Oh my goodness.
Which, if you've ever run a jury trial, if you're trying to make if this is your big emotional moment, the last thing you want is a juror who basically just wants to either sleep or die. And I'm not sure which he wanted more. He
So,
just was like, I'm not interested in this.
he's not
Um,
he's not leaning over crying because he's so emotionally impacted by her testimony that you can
no,
tell.
he was just bored. Um, you could see boredom on people's faces. Another juror was like sort of bouncing in place to just keep entertained. Um, there was a moment where she was, if you remember, they were doing a little sort of quick run through of the video or of the audio clips to try to repair those bad audio clips, the ones where she says that she hit him, for instance.
Yeah.
And so right after she says, "Oh, well, I didn't punch you, I hit you." And she's trying to explain that as, "Oh, well, I'm differentiating about how he punches me." One juror sort of did a like,
Oh,
"Are
no.
you freaking kidding me?" kind of, head roll. So I don't think she's doing so well on all of this. Now, I can't say for certain. There's a few jurors who are really hard to read, especially because some of them are wearing COVID masks, and that, hides a bit of their facial expressions. So if all you've got are just, the eyes to see, it's a little more challenging. But it's the ones, that you can make out. There's another woman who's in the front row who's been pretty inscrutable. I don't think she's buying it, but I can't tell for certain. There's a guy in the front row who is a much older, he's, I think, in his 60s guy, and he just, I don't think he's fond of Amber Heard at all. He looks, whenever she starts talking, he kind of wrinkles his nose, and he's shot Elaine, the counsel for Amber Heard, glares at points. So I think he's really not on board. So I
Um,
feel like, I mean, the question will be whether they, whether they think that that's enough to overcome the very difficult legal test here. But I feel that I understand where things are going. And the big concern I had was maybe the jurors were really nodding along with Amber Heard's, sob stories and so forth. And I didn't see any of that.